I'm joined today by Patrick Gibbons, Education Policy Analyst at the Nevada Policy Research Institute. Patrick, you're the author of a recent NPRI study titled Funding Fantasies. Nevada K-12 education spends more than you think. Would you go ahead and give us an overview of that study?
Well, Funding Fantasies looks at the various school districts in the state of Nevada and asks how much do we actually spend per pupil. And we come up with a figure by taking the total amount each district spends, dividing by the weighted student enrollment, and come to an average figure of $13,050 per pupil.
So you basically take how much we spend and divide it by the number of students. That seems to be a very common sense approach. Why don't we do it that way now?
Right, the norm is to exclude several funds like the capital service and debt and some of the other funds because they argue that those funds aren't related to student achievement or classroom learning. And I have to ask, if it's not related to educating students, why spend the money on it?
So what do education officials say that we're spending?
Well, the number varies depending on who's talking, and the number ranges from about $5,000 a student to about $7,000 a student. The low number comes from the distributed school account, which is the amount the state of Nevada promises that each student will get for the school districts. And the larger amount, about $7,000 per student, comes from the U.S. Department of Education. Each of those numbers excludes numerous sources of funds and expenditures each year.
Why don't you give us a few examples, Patrick, of some of those categories that are underreported or don't go reported at all?
The official per pupil spending numbers ignore several funds, including the Capital Project Fund, the Debt Service Fund, the Federal Fund, Special Service Funds, which are funds that deal with classroom size reduction, teacher bonuses, mentoring students, dropout reduction programs, various programs in the state, the food service funds, and some other small programs.
Why is it important to include these categories?
Well, the parents and taxpayers in Nevada deserve to know how much is being spent on the students. And we need to know where the money is going, how much is being spent in those different areas, because the way Nevada spends its money is a reflection of its priorities. If we're only spending 30 or 37% of the money on the classroom instruction, and about half of it is going towards administrative costs or capital projects or debt service, we aren't benefiting the people of Nevada because we're giving them a low or artificially low number because we're spending the money in ways that aren't assisting student achievement.
We've talked a lot today about some of the numbers and figures that are bandied about in terms of education spending. Put that in context for us. What does Nevada spend per pupil on public K-12 education in comparison to what a Nevada family might spend on a private education?
Nevada will spend over $13,000 per pupil this year. To put that in perspective, about 75% of private schools in this nation will charge tuition rates that are less than $10,000 a year. That means Nevada's taxpayers are paying for an elite private school education without the elite private school results.